and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Amelia, and today we are going to be taking BuzzFeed quizzes. I will link the quizzes down below if you want to take them with me. I don't really think I have much else to say, so let's get started. And our very first quiz is, do you agree or disagree with these controversial book opinions? I don't think I've stated many of my book opinions on this channel yet, so we'll see. How controversial are my book opinions? Now I'm going through. What controversial book opinions do I have? First one, there is no point in buying multiple copies of your favorite book. I think the only duplicate copy I have of one of my books is a book that I had when I was a kid, Mr. Lemoncello's Library. And that one I got signed specially, because, I don't know. But I don't really care, I guess. You can have multiple copies if you want to have multiple copies, but if you don't want to have multiple copies, then you don't have to have multiple copies. And it's just as simple as that. So, neutral / other. Alright. 48% of people agree and 27% of people disagree. I feel like that was expected. I'm not really that surprised. It's a big problem. Harry Potter is overrated. I gotta think about this. I don't think so. I mean, I don't know. I didn't really know this was a... I did know this was opinion. I did know this. Let's think. Is it overrated? I feel like I'm gonna get a lot of hate in the comments if I say if I agree, but I don't really agree, but I'm gonna say other. Disagree with 60%, which is not surprising. Agree 22%, and neutral other is 18%. I don't really know where I stand on this, because, like, they were good books, and, like, the fandom is, like, ever-growing, but the books, like, rereading the books themselves, like, at my age, or, like, older, it's kind of, like, you can tell that they were specifically written for children. And I don't know if they're overrated, but it's kind of, I don't know. I don't really know where I stand on this issue. I'm, like, firmly outside of this issue, so. Paperbacks are better or worse than hardbacks. What does this sign mean again? Little. It eats the bigger. I don't remember. Alright. Hold up, I gotta look it up. Sorry. We're gonna have to take a quick pause. Yes, hardbacks are greater than paperbacks. I don't care. If books are books, that's just it. Books are books. Whether you get them from the library, or you buy them, or they're paperback, or they're hardback, or they're ebooks, or they're Kindle versions, books are books. Doesn't matter. Other. 38% of people agree, and 32%. It's really, really tied up, honestly. Yeah. Agrees the most and disagrees the second most, but it's very tied up. The Percy Jackson movies are actually good. No, they're not actually good. The Percy Jackson movies are not good. Sorry, I'm very sorry if you do like the movies, but no. Disagree. That wasn't that hard. What's the... Where'd it go? Where are the polls? There we go. 43% of people don't care. I don't think that's right. No, I don't think that's right. The Percy Jackson movies, if they weren't based off of the book, wouldn't be terrible, but there's just so many problems with the movies as the movies. Just there's like plot holes and inconsistencies, and also the book was nothing like that, and just minor things. Just the fact that the movies, nothing like the books. That's fine. Classics aren't actually good. I haven't read a good classic yet, so I don't know. But I also haven't read a lot of classics. So, neutral. Classics aren't for everyone. Like, YA isn't for everyone, or adult isn't for everyone, or children's books aren't for everyone. Children's books really aren't for everyone, though. Adult books, I guess, aren't for everyone. If you're a child trying to read an adult book, that might not be great, but an adult trying to read it. What am I saying? Yeah, neutral, other. 48% of people disagree. Yeah, classics aren't for everyone. I don't like classics because they're hard to read and there's a lot of dialogue and text and flowery poetic writing that I don't understand. So I don't like them, but I don't know. I've read like 4 classics, so. Listening to an audiobook counts as reading. Yes, it does. I don't know, like reading is, yes, with your eyes, but also, like, if you are blind, you can still read by, like, listening to audiobooks, or if you, like, or have, like, dyslexia or whatever. I don't know. Audiobooks does count as reading, because you're still taking in the book. It just doesn't matter if you're taking it with your eyes or your ears. But yes, audiobooks do count as reading. I agree. 47% of people disagree, and I'm a very nice person normally, but these people are incorrect. So if you're one of those people that thinks that audiobooks don't count as reading, why? If you disagree with me also right now on any of these, put in the comments down below why you don't agree. I would love, but don't like be mean. Let's not be mean. Let's be respectful. Respectfully disagree with people. I respectfully disagree with the 47% of people that said that audiobooks don't count as reading. Very nice. Look at that. Maturity right here. Ebooks are better than normal books. I personally can't read ebooks because my eyes can't focus on the screen. Not just my personal preference. But again, I don't care how you're reading it. If you're reading it, cool. That's it. So I don't think that ebooks are better than normal books. But I don't think that books like hardback, like paper, like these kind of books are better than ebooks. So I don't know. Yeah, that's my opinions. Characters are more important than the plot. I don't know. It depends on, like, I think I can't really get into a book if I can't connect with the characters, but if the plot is super terrible, then I can't read the book, even if the characters are good. So it has to be a nice balance for me, and if it doesn't reach that balance, then I'm not going to enjoy the book as much. So I'm going to say neutral, which is winning with 41%, so that's fascinating. Yeah, that's the first quiz. The second quiz I will be taking is, can I get the book cover? Can I get the book from the book cover? Hopefully. My goal is 15 out of 15 because they challenged me and they said most people can't name 12 out of 15, so I'm going to do 15 out of 15. The first one, well, that's easy. The first one is, all the pictures will be, just to clarify, right here so you can see them. The first one is The Hunger Games by Stephanie Meyer, which was really easy. If all of them are going to be this easy, this is going to be a piece of cake. Oh, this one's 50 Shades of Grey. I can tell from the tie. Never going to read this book, ever. That's Twilight, another book I'm never going to read in my life, ever. If you do like any of these books that I say I'm never going to read, much apologies. You have your preference, I have mine. My preference is not Vampires Who Sparkle in the Sunlight. That's a fact. I had to read this one in school. It's The Great Gatsby by, who's it by? F. Scott Fitzgerald. What a name. Oh, this one was my favorite book when I was a kid. It's Where the Wild Things Are by Mari Sendek. Hey, I know that name from something. Well, this one's also very easy. It's Divergent. It's a great first book, and then the series kind of slowly went downhill. This one's easy. This is Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows by J.K. Rowling. Oh, this is the new cover for Percy Jackson and the Olympians, the Lightning Thief. Very exciting. Yep, I am correct so far. Haven't gotten any wrong. Don't want to jinx myself. I don't know this one. Never read this book in my life. Sorry. Is it Nancy Drew? It is Nancy Drew! It's The Secret of the Old Clock I've never read that book. I did read some of her old ones, though. Carol Keene's old other Nancy Drew books. I've never read The Secret of the Old Clock. Well, this one's also very easy. It's It by Stephen King. I don't really like horror books that much. I kind of get bored too quickly to actually read or watch any of them fully. I have high expectations for horror novels / movies, and oftentimes I'm not met. So, if you read or watched it and you do think it's good, put it in the comments down below. Maybe I'll watch it eventually. This one is also easy. All of these have been extraordinarily easy. This is a series of unfortunate events by Lemony Snicket. Me and my cousin raced to finish these books, and then he finished them first actually because I couldn't get my hands on the last 3, and that was one of the most disappointing moments of my child life. This one is Cinder by Marissa Meyer. So I'm going above and beyond, and I'm also listing the authors as well as the book title. Because I am like that. I've been meaning to read this one too. And this is Game of Thrones by George R.R. Martin. Also, a very pretentious? It's in the same area as F. Scott Fitzgerald, where it's like long, and also you don't need the first initial or the middle name. Okay, like, do we really need RR? Could you just do George Martin? Is that so hard? Could it be whatever F. Scott Fitzgerald's first name is? Be F. name Fitzgerald. Do we have to have Scott? Like, is that necessary? I don't know. Oh, this is the Da Vinci Code. Seen the movie, never read the book. It's by Dan Brown. It's the author of Angels and Demons. That also sounds interesting. Maybe I should read them. One of my friends told me it's like really long-winded and mathy or whatever. I didn't really pay attention. Wasn't that interested. Mystery novels are on the same plane of existence as horror novels, where if they're not super intriguing within the first probably like 10 pages, then I'm never going to read it. I'm very picky about my reading standards. Well, this one is good. I love this book, and I never read the rest of the series. It's Eragon by Christopher Paolini. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I'm very bad at pronouncing last names. Yes! 15 out of 15. According to BuzzFeed, I am a serious nerd. I own most of these books and recognize their cover art anywhere. Correct. And I did 100% better than the quiz takers. So, that's accomplishing. I feel very good about myself now. And our final quiz is answer these 7 questions and we will tell you which fictional book ring you are. This is exciting. I have no idea who I'm going to get, but I hope it's someone good. Question 1. Pick a book to read. Twilight by Stephanie Meyer. Great Expectations by Charles Dickens. Ghost World by Daniel Clowes. Well, that one looks interesting. Beloved by Toni Morrison. Americana by Chimamanda Adichie. I don't know if I pronounced that right. I hope I did. That's how my teacher pronounced it when we watched her TED Talk. But it might not be correct, so I'm very sorry if I mispronounce any of these names. It is not my intention. I'm just not good at pronunciation for anything. Knots and Crosses by Mallory Blackman. I don't know if it's easy to pronounce. Never Let Me Go by Kazuo Ishiguro. That didn't feel right. Very sorry. The Penelopiad? Whatever. The Penelopiad by Margaret Atwood. I have no idea. I haven't heard of any of these books except for Twilight, Great Expectations, Beloved, and Never Let Me Go. So, let's do Never Let Me Go by Kazuo Ishiguro. Wow, that was terrible and mispronounced. Pick somewhere to read. In my bedroom, at my work, at a bookstore, at the park, in a library, under my blanket, on the bus, anywhere. Not a bookstore, because I feel like there's a lot of people there. I don't really like people watching me while I read, because I make facial expressions at the fictional characters as I'm reading. Not the park, because I don't like the outdoors, because I'm like that. Not at work because I don't work anywhere. Maybe a library, except my library doesn't really have anywhere to like sit. That's not like a computer desk chair or like the children's area. So maybe if there was like more comfy seats at my library, or maybe at a different library, I might choose that. But I think what I'm going for is in my room, because my room is very comfortable and also no one is in there. So that's that. Pick a color: yellow, orange, red, navy, lilac, pink, green, maroon. Maroon. It's the prettiest. Pick a song: There She Goes, The Lost, Send Me On My Way, Rusted Root, You've Got the Love, Florence and the Machine, Doing Me, Ray, BLK, A World Alone, Lord, Rihanna, Consideration by Rihanna, Feet, SZ, I don't know any of these songs, Ordinary People, John Legend, and Sorry Not Sorry by Demi Lovato. I'm gonna have to say A World Alone by Lord, because it's one of my favorite songs. What's your dream job? Journalist, teacher, entrepreneur, musician, engineer, bookstore owner, PR consultant, and diplomat. Most of these, no. I'm gonna have to say bookstore owner because that sounds the most like me, but I don't want to own anything. I just like to write, and that's it. How do you keep track of what page you were last on? A bookmark? Obviously use a bookmark, write it down, just guess where I stopped reading. Well, that doesn't feel very helpful. Dog ear the page. I leave it open somewhere. I only stop once I get to the end of the chapter. I don't stop reading. I never forget. I do only stop when I get to the end of the chapter because I don't like trying to like figure out where I am and accidentally read a spoiler that's on the page. But I use a bookmark, so I'm gonna have to say I only stop once I get to the end of the chapter because that's more accurate towards me. Choose somewhere to live: London, New York, San Francisco, Paris, Sydney, Toronto, Hong Kong, or Washington. Definitely London, because, you know, London is London. I got my results. I got Lisa Simpson. You're passionate about many things and reading is just one of them. For you, it's important to stand up for the people, things, and causes you believe in. Aside from reading books to learn about feminist theory, you're also fond of reading classics. Well, I'm not fond of reading the classics. That is not correct. I do like learning about feminist theory. That is fascinating, but I like reading YA mostly. I kind of want to retake the quiz and answer differently and see if I got anything else, but that might be for a different video. And that's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe down below. While you're down there, comment what you got on the last two quizzes. Who did you get for the last quiz? And did you disagree or agree with any of my controversial book opinions? I make videos every Sunday. Have a great day.